Hello, hello, everyone. What is this, Tuesday? It is
Yes,
just the sip, your girls from the Wines and Chocolate Show. My name is Jasmine J, aka the Wine Goddess.
I'm Kiki, the Countess of Cabernet, and happy Mardi Gras. Today is Fat Tuesday, and we mean PHAT, pretty hot and tempting Tuesday. But now, shout out
Yes,
to New Orleans. Shout out to New Orleans and Mardi Gras. I don't know any history of it. You guys can let us know history of it down there in the comments and whatnot.
yes.
My birthday is usually around Mardi Gras, and I need to try to make that a
That needs to
trip,
be a thing.
a bob.
That needs to
One
be a
year I
thing.
actually did. It was like on the week of my birthday. I was like, shit. So yeah, I do need to make that a thing. But yeah,
Yes.
thank you for watching Just the Sip. When we come and give you just a little taste throughout the week before the big gulp on Sundays, and you see us at the Wines and Chocolates show. So we're here to talk about some things going on throughout the week. Miss Goddess, why don't you start us off
Yes.
on the docket?
Well, first, make sure you guys subscribe, okay? You guys have been doing lovely with that. Thank you for all the love on our recent clips and things. So, yes, I watched the American's Next Top Model documentary on Netflix yesterday. I couldn't even wait, girl. As soon as I woke up, I was like, turn it on. Cause when I tell you, oh my gosh, there was a journalist on there. She was like, I watched it probably when I was like 10 or 11 years old. I'm like, yes, girl, same. I sitting right there. They took us through, different like big moments on the show. Specifically, there was like one girl. Her name is Shandy. This white girl. She's from Kansas City. Actually, she used to work at
Oh
Walgreens.
yes, I remember her.
Yes, and so basically, she talked about how um, they had a photo shoot in Milan, and they was drinking and having a good time, and they had men come over that were also at the photo shoot and everything, and she was in a relationship at the time, and so they because they are skinny and stuff like that, they don't really eat like that. She got kind of like too drunk, and they end up hot tub, and she ended up having sex with this guy, and production filmed the whole thing, and child. So then, of course, she like wakes up the next day and she's just like, "Oh my God, what did I do?" And then they're like, well, she's like, I gotta call my boyfriend now, like, tell him. So then they filmed the
I
conversation.
think I remember this.
Oh my God. I mean, honestly, it's like hard not to forget because that was like a crazy situation. But I just felt so bad. That man, he got on that phone, he cussed her out. As
Girl.
he should have, girl. Cause now, you go and now see, it'd be one thing if production was like, we ain't finna tell them that everything finna be recorded. But girl, they told you that. But she was young. I can't say like at the end of the day, it's
You
like when
signed
you're
me your life
so
away.
young. Yes, when you're so
Mm.
young, you don't think about the consequences. You don't think about all of the potential realities that you could go through. And so anyway, he was like, why would you do that to us, you stupid bitch? I was like, oh no, like this lives on forever in the ether, girl. So
Yeah, that shit was that was a hard watch. It was like, and this I did not get to see it because like I just they've been running me ragged for the past 48 hours, so I did not get a chance to watch it yet. However, I already knew it was gonna go down this rabbit hole of like all of the terror because we're looking at this. Remember, guys, we're looking at this with 2022, 23, 24, eyes, right? So a lot of this shit we did not know better as well as I'm not gonna say they didn't know better because some of this shit was
it was
counterfeit. But
normal. It was
yes, it was
normal.
normalized because, like we said last time, we were talking about this before it came out, there was a lot of fuckery going on in reality
Reality
TV,
world, child.
especially
That was a
in the
mess.
2000s. Okay,
2000 and what,
VH1
like
was the
8,
culprit for a
5?
lot of bullshit. VH1, like Rock Nation, you will pay for your crimes. Okay, VH1 was responsible for a lot of that shit we got to see, right? So, like, it's so I knew it was gonna be hard to watch because we're looking at all the things that we thought were okay or used to be okay, and it's like,
It's
yeah, and
so
even
not
some
okay.
people who were like, no, this shit is actually not good. And everybody was, shut up, you a hater. you're just mad at her and the show. It's like, no, like a lot of this shit, to some people in the moment, this was a violation of human rights in some cases like that. But you have to tell me what was, because I saw a comment that you made on my friend's post on Facebook. So you have to tell me, like, what was it about Tyra specifically throughout this thing that you can kind of speak to? Whether did she like express remorse? Did she seem caring? Did it seem like a PR stunt to try to cover herself? Did she act like, oh, it wasn't a big deal, or did she act like a victim and I had to do this because my back was against the wall? Like, where was she at with a lot of this?
Girl, you named all the things.
Oh,
My good sis, my good sad sis. Oh, girl, she just made us look terrible. She made us look so evil, child. Like, number one, child, she was so ready to put that whole situation I just told you about on production. Okay, she was like, I didn't have nothing to do with that. Mind you,
you
just
think?
probably 30 minutes prior to that, she had talked about how they didn't have no budget and she was up in the editorial room doing all the things. So to be like, oh, that was production, girl, stop now.
And I'm sorry, let me just cut.
Go
She's
ahead.
the executive producer. She owned the show. There, and for her to have positioned herself as like the face and the leader, and I'm gonna show these girls, you have to know that you are gonna take a lot of responsibility for the shit. And then with your hand in so deeply and everything, you knew about this shit because, according to one of the J's, couldn't nothing go on unless you approved it. Like you were such a egomaniac a lot of the times that you were like putting yourself in positions where, yeah, you may be the executive producer, but you're probably stepping on toes and shit.
And
So,
girl, I'm just like, you own the damn show, but they ended up replacing her ass at the end. Okay. But for
well,
me, I think for me, my biggest issue that I had with it, it's like, honestly, I get the villainous part of the whole production thing and like kind of being disassociated with that. My real issue was with the Jays and with Miguel. I think that's his name. Um, that was really why I wanted to watch it. I already knew everybody was going to have something to say because, like you said, girl, first of all, the modeling world in general, fuck when, way back then, all this shit, modeling world been fucked up. So I knew people was going to have something to say. Oh, this, that, and the third. Fast forward to now, we actually care about women, sort of, in their rights and don't want people throwing up in the bathroom. But
right.
in terms of the friendships, I was like, what happened, bitch? Because what the fuck? It was y'all. It was the two gay dudes. It was the fine photographer. It was Janice, even though Janice used to get on my fucking
No, fuck
nerves.
Janice.
Bitch, okay,
Fuck
for real.
Janice.
Janice used to get on my
Oh,
fucking nerves.
Nigel, that's his name.
There we go, Nigel. Thank you. I want to know what happened. And girl, this is really where Tyra told on herself and her inability to take accountability because she thought the Jays basically she like outed herself at the end. She was like, I think they think that the call came from me and they think I fired them. And it was like, bitch, no, nobody thought that. Like, first of all, why would anybody think that you are gonna fire the Jays? They are your show. Okay? You're part of the show, but they are your show. So, bitch, no, I'm quite sure they didn't think that that came from you. What I do, well, actually, what they end up saying, and what he did not address at all.
Mm.
Jay, basically silver hair, silver fox, was like, they had got the call, they was being fired, whatever. All of them had come to an agreement that they would come out publicly together and say, hey, this what happened, just so that people can have their dignity, they can still have jobs. It doesn't look crazy. It don't look like there's some scandal and then there needs to be more conversation. It's like, no, there's a united front. This is what this is what we're going in a different direction, but we're gonna work together still, da da da. They about to do the damn announcement the night before it got leaked that everybody was fired. Now, see, that is where I have a serious problem. Like, I don't understand that. I do to a degree where it's like, okay, a part of you doesn't want people leaving and going somewhere else and creating something possibly if similar or just as big as, like, there is this part of you, whatever, but then you have to be adult enough and mature enough to say, hey, even though I don't want them to go, they have to, and they're going to end up being great. Like, we did a lot, we grew together, whatever. But to then sabotage and undercut them and try to, just because you're salty or whatever, to get, I really don't even know, because there was a part where Silver Fox was like, he wanted to quit the show. Like, he was like, it was getting to a point where he wasn't getting no creative control. It was like we were losing the plot, and it was like he was chipping away at his soul, all this stuff. He wanted to quit. He emailed her, and she didn't email him back. And she was just like days later, all she said was, I'm disappointed. That was it. After he was like, praised her and was like, I'm so thankful for this opportunity and da 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 da. And so, anyways, it's like that ended up happening, and she ended up kind of convincing him to stay, which that was very telling. That was kind of weird also, and it really made me think of you and I. And I was like, bitch, we can't never get to a place where like there's like low key issues and niggas just trying to put a smile on for the camera. Like, that is so uncomfortable, and it's just, it at that point you either need to address it or you need to just bow the fuck out. But
I mean,
anyways,
FYI, we wouldn't be able to do that anyway because
right.
my face would show everything. I'm saying the words, but none of my actions are matching up with any of these words. I look, nah, it'll be obvious. It'll be very obvious
No
to
facts.
me.
And
Okay.
so I after they convinced him, they end up basically replacing everybody. And so he was kind of like, well, what the fuck was the point of that? And so again, I don't really understand where this came from, why anybody would want to leak anything about that. So that was really my biggest issue. She didn't want to address it. They asked her, they was like, so what do you have to say about Jay? She was saying everything else, girl. Like, you saw, if I said some shit or if I did some shit and I was some shit, then it was some shit and it is some
You
shit.
know,
Like,
I
she
hate when
did
people do
that.
that. I hate when people because it's like you're not taking account.
Not
You
at
can't
all.
you're just you
Zero.
are putting pillows around what the fuck it is that you really need to fucking be saying. I was wrong. I know that I didn't email Jay back because I felt like this was
That's
your
all you had to
time to
say.
really just lay it on the altar. See,
Yes.
I'm gonna bring him up. Since this is the shit I was saying about Cole. We don't, as long as you say it real and say we can't well, of course we're gonna pick it apart because it's rap, but like when you come through with that pillow building shit that she did in the form of raps,
Yeah.
and then we supposed to, it's like, bro, this is
It's
not real.
disingenuine.
Because let's
Yeah.
just get to
It
it.
feels like a fake. It feels like it's a waste of everyone's time. I mean,
Yes.
I I don't know. Like I said, there's a part of me as a business owner, I can understand this disassociation that you have where you feel like, yes, I did. That's what we were supposed to do. I still broke hella doors down for bitches. I still lifted hella bitches up. I still, changed the game in terms of modeling and even reality TV. So there is a legacy there, but there's still a level of just, again, where you could have taken the opportunity instead of, like, I did like what you said about some people thinking too much about the outcome and not just being 100% authentic, because in the 100% authentic and genuineness you can really have value. And sometimes we get caught up in that, especially as Sagittarius, we be like, oh, we want to
And
be
that's what
perfect.
that makes me upset with y'all because y'all don't have to be.
Yeah,
You
no.
literally have all the tools
Yeah.
and all the thing and literally all the luck in the world to
Yeah.
do said things. So for y'all, just saying
Yeah.
for y'all specifically, I don't know why y'all panic and y'all get to this place where you are like suffocating or something. Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, you're fine. You fucking fine. Like, chill out with that shit. Like, yes, you're zany and crazy and creative, got all these good things, but if they're not pointed in the wrong direction, if they are not cultivated correctly, that insecure victim lash out bullshit will come out. It'll be wrapped in strength. It'll be wrapped in boisterousness. It'll be wrapped in, look at me. But it's like, please stop, stop. I just want to shakety shake. That's really my thing about y'all. But true.
I had one more thing to say, but I forget what it's about. But it was very good. They got to all the girls that were really, except for Takara. I was surprised Takara wouldn't popped up on there.
I
Um,
need to because she be on Bigo and shit. So like I think Takara is so far
she like
removed
child right. This is
from,
20 years
especially
ago.
because she was like the big girl that, like, she was such a jewel of the show, like, you know what I'm saying, kind of like Eva, you know what I'm saying, like there are just certain girls who broke through that show who are doing so much other shit. They're just like what's my other girl,
Oh, sorry.
the other girl that turned into an actress. I don't know, but like them three mainly, they don't give a fuck about. They went through the boot camp. They got their trauma and they said, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna go
Enter
on and
at
do
your
my
own
own thing.
risk.
I got my own thing. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That lady, she traumatized me. I ain't gonna make no check off her because that check ain't matching the check I'm making over here. So I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Last thing that I wanted to say was just that towards the end, you could totally, totally see the psychosis beginning to take over Tyra. Like, poor baby, honestly, I can see how, especially for years and years and years and years, because this shit was on for like 30 some seasons or some shit.
Yeah.
Um, for years and years and years, your ideas literally coming to life. All of them. Whether it's we in a damn
Mm,
coliseum, whether it's we walking on water and bubbles and all
yes.
this other shit. It's just like I can see how over time all that power, all that creativity, all that shit just running full, 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 and then feeling like you need to up it every single time.
Mm-hmm.
I can just see that how that can fuck with the chemicals in the brain, and bitch, you just start losing it because she was losing it towards the end, bitch. Like some of the stuff they had them
And like
doing,
she has lost it, girl. Did you look up that hot ice cream shit? Did you
yeah,
look
that
up
was
that
crazy.
the fucking was the Santa Smiles? The girl,
Yeah,
it's gone. That train has left the building. Where that's like you were saying, like at a time that was normal, that acceptable, and also to that point when you're used to just doing whatever the fuck you want,
yeah,
and then the time comes where you can no longer do what the fuck you want, or you're still doing what the fuck you want, but it's not getting the same response as what you used to do when you was doing whatever the fuck you want. That
yep.
also, I believe, will eat away at you as well too. To be
It
like,
messes with
what?
you.
It worked last time. Everything I does work. Da, 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 da. So that's
Yep.
why somebody can be delusional, go out here and be fucking sex smiles and do all this other crazy shit and not take accountability. It's just,
Yeah,
unfortunately, it's a mental trap that some
yeah,
people will put themselves in to
yep,
keep their lives normal, to keep it rolling, to keep it going. And you, as the same person, you have to decide when you want to get off that ride. And I think that's what the Jays was going through. They was like, we love you, you put us on, we getting money, we traveling. Well, like, the show is a massive success. However, when we look at the crumbs of this shit, we look at the dots of this, hey, sister, I need you to, because you're doing fine. You're doing right. Da, 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 da. Nobody's telling you no. You know what I'm saying?
ooh, sorry. One more thing that pissed me off.
Ooh.
Cause I was just like, okay, bitch, now what the fuck? You done known this man since you was 17.
Ooh.
Mr. J. Alexander, Miss J. Alexander.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
He taught you how to walk. And he recently had a stroke. And you haven't even gone to see him?
Ooh.
You text him, but you haven't gone to see him. I was just like, okay, girl, like,
I
what
didn't
did
know he
they
was
do to you? Like, they
straight.
didn't fuck your man. They didn't steal your money. They didn't cuss your mom out. Like, there is no reason. There's no reason for you not to be, again, taking accountability for whatever the fuck, if it was a leak or whatever the hell. Just apologize for it. Move the fuck on, bitch. What the fuck? What,
I
what,
say, who leaked it?
what people gonna do now? What is gonna happen now? Okay, and
Oh, that's
then the
ugly.
man had a stroke and you haven't even gone to see him. I felt so like my heart was just
I didn't
broken.
even know he had a stroke.
My heart was
Because I
broken.
did see somebody made a gif of him talking about, I taught all the girls how to walk, now I can't even walk. And I'm like, oh,
Clock it. Nigga.
Ugh.
And so it just sucks. And so that was really my biggest takeaways. Other than, again, it really does suck being in those situations where you can feel in your spirit something ain't right, but because this is
We
kind
got
of
to keep
like
it
quid pro
going.
quo, like this
We're
is
on a
the
machine. We got a
norm.
show. We got a deadline. We got money. Da, 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 da. What you are experiencing does not matter right now because we
Yeah.
got a
Yeah.
thousand people that we just paid to put up these motherfucking lights and cameras, and they standing here with the one. So we got to go. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I mean, but again, being a millennial as ourselves, these are just things that we put in our little time capsule. These are
Yes.
things that we remember as we saw them as children and teens and adolescents and young adults. And we're gonna move on. Like I've never been I hate Tyra Banks. Do I
Yeah.
side? I've sided twice because I'm an OG Victoria's Secret angel. Okay, I worked at two different stores over the span of 7 years. All right, I'm an old fucking G BS bitch. Okay, and even then, in my youth, I sighed on her. I was like, this,
Not feeling right.
I don't know. And then like when I brought up like when she hosted Dancing with the Stars, baby, when I tell you the country collectively said, nobody wanted that shit. And it's just like
Yikes.
again, you don't have to put gasoline on the fire. This is the same shit I said about tea. Like you doing too much to where it is not genuine. It does not seem authentic. You just look fucking crazy. And it's like you're good, but we can stop right here. Editing. That's the word. Editing would do a lot well with editing, you know? So it's like
Yeah.
that's been my thing with her. It's just like, bitch, edit this shit. I know you're beautiful. I know you're a model. So go back to that when you're constantly being praised. That is also a dopamine hit. You know what I'm saying? And you're breaking down barriers and da 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 da. So yeah, the megalomania, it
Yeah.
feeds itself. After a while, you gotta be careful not to sip your own Kool-Aid. You can like the
And
taste,
there's
but
a
don't sip too
there's a
much.
degree of frustration. I would too feel if someone came on my show after they acted a fool the first season and couldn't get on, and I let them come on the second season, and then I get them modeling class and all the stuff, and then when I just ask them to read a teleprompter, they act like they don't want to do it, and then
What's this?
which, granted, I feel maybe Tiffany, I think that's her name, she had an issue with reading or something. And, which is fair to me. I'm like, reading out loud back when I was in school, bitch, please, please no. Like, I had to take a special class to learn how to read. Like, normally, even though, girl, you be seeing me read the ride notes, you'd be like, all right now. But, but so I
I'm
could
just here to help you
understand.
sound it out.
I can understand, reading out loud. It could be kind of nerve wracking. Then you're doing it on national television. And again, these girls' ages, that was really the big thing. They were so fucking young. And like
What's
to
like girl
have,
like 16, 17 on this
I
shit?
don't know if it was that young, but even if it's 18 to 20,
Yeah,
you're
that's still
still a kid, bro.
your
Like, you're
brain is
not
still soft.
thinking, yes. And so that young lady that she was like, we were all rooting for you. Girl, when I tell you everybody talked about clutching their breasts, it was like, okay, Tara. They was like, that one man with the dog, he was like, all I know is the lawyers were on set the next week. Yeah, bitch, I'm sure.
You said
Because
what was that?
the lawyers were on set next week. Like, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because tone that shit down. And I mean, because I can't even really remember the entire reason why this shit happened. High key, I just know that that was a very viral moment before viral was a thing. And like,
Yeah.
I guess Tyra was frustrated because she
Crashing out before
believed in
crashing
him
out.
so much. And
That's what that's the story that
that's
Tyra
the
was
story.
telling. And that it was
But I
kind of
sent you
disrespectful to be laughing at the end. Sorry, go ahead.
But I sent you the girl's response
Yes, you did.
after the this documentary came out.
Yes, you did. Let
We
me.
got to get to this response.
Yes. pulling it up here. Hopefully it lets me do it. Okay.
Mm.
Can I get closer? Okay.
Yeah, there we go.
Let's keep it cute. You're a one line ass, tired ass bitch. Damn. You know how you treated me the whole time, off and on camera. You was a bully, which I can see it. You treated me like shit and said the nastiest things about me and my son. That is not how the argument went, but y'all edited to make it look like you cared. Also, fuck the shade room, fuck you weird ass fans, and fuck you again. Tyra Banks, I bet you won't sit down with me in my face and talk about it. Also, fuck my family too. Well,
Oh,
y'all don't ever defend me. I got more money and helping more people than all or many of the top models, but that's the update y'all give. Damn shame. It's giving y'all still hating on little black ass me. Ho, just give it a go. Oh, ho, just let it go. It's been over 20 years. Fuck.
thoughts. Because you started.
Fuck.
Fuck.
Right.
I'll be doing that at work, girl.
Dude, you sound just like the thing. Like,
Because
damn.
like when they
That
say
was perfect.
that is the sound for 2025 and
Yeah.
beyond. Like just because
No, for real.
it's so perfect because it just goes with everything. Like,
It
but
gives
yes,
you
what
that
are your
shock.
thoughts?
It's hard to say because I feel there's a level here where everyone's not really taking accountability, and I hate things like that because when you got just nobody want to take accountability, then you gotta go with who's more wrong or who's less wrong. It's just I just wish I don't even know what to say. Cause again, she was really young at the time, and I'm sure Tyra was a bully. And so it's just an impossible situation. I think that's really
Mm,
my thoughts. It's just really an impossible situation. Nobody was right. I'm not saying that Tyra shouldn't have treated her a lot better, but I can also see where some people just enjoy chaos and enjoy like end up I'm not going to say enjoy because that's not what necessarily she enjoys, but just finds herself somehow always being because why the fuck the family just and again when I watched the episode, not that I feel that Tyra's response was right, but I could see how it could be annoying where it's like, bitch, you on my show, you trying to be kiki haha, just say goodbye and gone. You know what I'm saying? If you didn't want to do the activity, you know, at the end of the day, there's tons of girls that would have loved to have been in your spot. This, that, and the third. Just
yes.
appreciate it, kiss the ring, and go. Now, not saying that you that's saying that that's right. And again, not
No,
saying
I
that her
agree.
response was right. But there's just is still a level of professionalism I wish I would have saw. That's just me being extra picky. But anyways,
I got one last point, then we can move on.
go ahead.
So to that, I'm if I'm looking at this, 2020 vision, like, hindsight, right? And I see this response from her today.
Yeah.
In that particular instance, she lost respect for Tyra.
Yes.
So therefore, yeah, she saw through you and your fake ass. I'm trying to care about you. So at that point, she probably, man, fuck this bitch. And then that's what,
Yes.
hi, okay, bye, love y'all. Man,
Yes.
fuck out of this fuck ass show. And I feel like that's where she was at, especially when
Yes.
Tyra started toning up on her. Because the whole thing is, I think it would have went well if Tyra just never did that yelling shit.
Yes.
And Tyra just
It
never,
would have been fine, honestly.
like, okay, bitch, like you doing too much. Because the one thing, these girls are young, but some of these girls come from very traumatic places, and
Mm-hmm.
they don't do all that yelling.
Yeah.
Okay, they don't do all that yelling because these girls be fighting their own family members and niggas and shit. They
Yes,
don't be
honey.
doing all that yelling. You so far removed in your ivory castle, you don't think I'm gonna smack the shit out of you. You can't just be yelling at me on some fake shit. You yelling at me on fake shit.
Right.
She said, even my grandma don't talk to me like that, bitch. Like,
And you
what are you
already did
talking
the
about?
most with the double elimination. Like you didn't have
Yes,
to
like
then.
You
Point her
want
out.
ratings. You want this shit to be sensational. That's why you did it. And homegirl, like I said, there were some people at the time that saw through that shit. And she was one of, in my opinion, she was one through that saw through that shit. She's like,
Yeah.
man, fuck all that. I can. You don't have to come pick this poor ghetto girl up out the dirt. Thank you. So you can feel good. Because that's another thing that rubbed me the wrong way, like a lot of Tyra shit. I girls from the ghetto, the girls from the hood, and I'm gonna bring these girls up only to abuse them like the white folks that they're gonna interact
A-
with.
And again, that to me just speaks hella to the modeling business and like just to the fucking warped mindset at the time because to be like, oh yes, I'm about to take this girl out the hood and put a little makeup on her. Now she's just this beautiful princess. Like, no, she been beautiful. You know, we talking about we want to change beauty standards, but we still upholding the same bullshit. You know, and that was a huge thing
Yeah, let me
in
go to
it.
South Central and find a diamond in the rough. Let me go to Pine Bluff, Arkansas, and find a red somebody in the red clay. Like, girl, and then she did with the white girls too. Let's be fair, like the flyover states, because our girl from Kansas City, that's how she got on there. You know what I'm saying? She was just a gangly girl working at Walgreens. Okay,
Yeah,
boom. You know what I mean? So I mean, but to
that
your
was
point,
heartbreaking. I
yeah, you
will
was
say.
upholding shit. Okay, now next on the Negro news, since we stay
Yes.
in the old school, let's get to Clifton.
Good old Cliff. I mean, do you want to speak?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is, I guess, was the first of an attempt of a roundtable series of roundtable discussions.
Okay.
I don't know if there's gonna be another one. I hope that there
Whose
is.
show is this?
I don't know who
Oh,
show this
okay.
is. I don't know who
Okay.
set this up per se. I
Okay.
know for those millennial YouTubers like me, if you guys remember the Grapevine, it's supposed to be a show like that. So the Grapevine was a table full of young black um influencers, scholars, essayists, just the free thinking young black people, right? And they would have many discussions about racism, colorism, cultural appropriation, reparations, and of course there'll be American black people, there'll be island black people, there'll be the whole diaspora, right? Africa, stuff like that. So you get a bunch of different, conservative, liberal, leftists, right? Where you get a bunch of different opinions, right? So I think they're trying to do this again, but just with men, because as I have been yelling since y'all been watching the show, men need to talk to fucking men. Men need to stop talking to women. Men need to stop giving women advice. You can't advise us on shit. You need to advise each other on how to show up in the world and be better. So maybe women won't have to start to keep on dealing with certain shit. Okay. So I respect that first and foremost. So from what I could gather, it was I don't know about political leanings, but it was looking more like, definitely age and orientation
Okay.
was the difference. And then also like success level and education level. That's what I got from the table. Long story short, um, Clifton Powell, for those who don't know, Clifton Powell is one of those black actors who you don't know his name, but you've seen his face. You've seen him everywhere. So just he's Pinky from Players. I'm a Players Club. He's Pinky from
Friday.
Friday
Next
After
Friday. Yeah.
Next.
Yeah.
If you ever seen Dead Presidents, he was the pimp that was keeping the house running while
Medea's
the
family
rest was running
reunion.
for his life in fucking Vietnam. And he's been he was in that one movie with he was a security guard in that female prison. He was abusing on the
He's
yeah.
always a bad guy. He's
He's
always a
always a
bad
I
guy.
think he was the stand down on father that woman thou art loosed or whatever.
And
I think
Medea's family reunion, he was the dude that used to beat her ass. Yes, he's always terrible.
yeah, it's just he be doing a
Yeah,
lot.
he do.
Anyway, so long story short, so that's Clifton Powell, right? So he will be 70 years old in March.
That's crazy.
He looks great.
He
He got
does.
something. He looks great.
He
Okay,
looks
black don't count.
awesome.
I
Black
wouldn't
do
have given a nigga
not.
70 because when he said 70, that's
I
70.
mean,
Whoa, I would have given a nigga
moisturized.
70, maybe 50, 50, 60. Okay, so he's
Yeah,
about 70 years old. He is,
probably still fucking.
well, this one get to. So he is in a relationship and he is saying that this is the best relationship he's ever been in because he is learning how to love and stuff like that. And before we got to that part, he was basically, because y'all love to eat a bitch up, okay? Y'all love to eat me up, child, okay? Now, while I do agree with some of the points that Clifton was making about how, we're just going to say black men because that's what this conversation was about, how black men basically can go their whole lives in trauma and not realize stuff, and while they're going through trauma, they're having children and they're treating women wrong, the list is long, right? Just mistreatment of women happens when you are in a dark mental place, right? And you don't know any better, quote
Yeah.
unquote.
Yeah.
And so I get that, but there's only so much of that to a degree, right? And so he was saying, well, our parents and then their parents before them, and they just jumping on and cyclical. All true. But
Yes.
I did like how one of the younger guys at the table was like, well, yes, we all go through things, but at some point you have to ask yourself, how do I want to live? At some point, you have to ask yourself, how do you want to live? And at some point, you have to take responsibility for the hurt that you purposely cause people. What infuriates men like myself is that you all wait till you get to you 60, 70 years old. And then you finally realize and you wake up but you've left a wake of terror. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So that was the point that the young man was trying to make. Now, at first, Clifton was, responding and stuff, but you could tell he was starting to get defensive because his body started to tense up because he was starting to hit close to home, and it's like, yeah, you a hit dog and you finna holler, but everything was cool up until Clifton tried to say, well, I mean, I didn't know, like, I can't know things until I know, which is true. But if we're here talking about how black men do not show up for black women in mass and support, you can't tell me there was no time during your relationships with women, with black women, that black women didn't tell you something. That your sister didn't tell you something, your mama didn't probably tell you something, a cousin, a close friend. There are plenty of male friends, male coworkers I've been cool with that I would pull in the, hey, that It's because this is why I keep saying, stop fucking talking to us. We know we correct everybody to fuck around us a majority of the fucking time. It's just that when it comes to love and emotions, we don't listen to ourselves, and we give men who don't deserve a chance, partially because of emotions, but also because we're black and we want to be with black men and we want you to be well, and we want to have black children, da 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 da. So there are so many black women who make concessions and take shorts in the name of black love, but it's always the woman. The man is never responsible for the shorts he provides or doesn't provide, I guess, in these relationships. And so he gets to go on until he's 67 years old talking about, I want to love right. Like Mike Epps was on fucking Shannon Sharp show, right? This a few months ago. He's almost 60 himself. He's in his 50s talking about the woman that he married. Before I die, I just wanted to treat one woman right. You mean that lets me know you knew how to treat a woman the entire time you've been alive. The entire time. You chose not to do it for whatever reason. And now you get old and you get in these relationships, and now mortality is starting to sit in on that ass. And you're like, oh no, I don't want to die alone. So let me learn how to love this woman properly so she don't leave me and I don't die alone. I have to go get some young bitch that don't know how to take care of me. Because everybody ain't Karuchi. Okay, everybody ain't gonna get no Karuchi. Every old nigga with money ain't gonna get no Karuchi. All right, you're gonna hit the coochie and then she gonna be gone. Okay, so that was the main part of the argument. Where it went left and everybody started yelling this shit is when Clifton was still trying to give an excuse. Now I will say the young dude did pipe up, and it did take the situation where it did not need to be. Because if you already, because I can tell through conversation, he had his own animus with older black men and his dad, and talking about, I don't talk to my dad, fuck my family. I was like, hey, so you need some therapy too. But however it goes, I feel like that was a very important conversation that got derailed
Ego.
by ego. Thank you, by ego. And meanwhile, the young man was right, but all the
His
merit was
approach.
lost when you started. Oh, because as you saw him getting, you should be like, bro, I need you to just understand me. Like you have to keep a calm voice,
Yeah.
especially especially we know we deal with an older generation. It don't matter. You know what I'm saying? I will give Clifton some grace that he is at least acknowledging that he wants to do this. He came to the table. He was, open to the conversation. I can't fault the nigga for
Yeah.
that. However, immaturity. If I was Clifton and I saw the young nigga doing that, that might have been my chance to be like, bro, I
Yeah.
get it. But all I'm saying is, because what Clifton was saying is like what I told you when we were talking about the whole Diddy Cassie shit. It's like
Mm-hmm.
when people are in darkness, they truly don't get the shit.
Yeah.
They don't see it.
Yeah.
They don't. You can tell them,
Yeah.
tell it on the mountain. Unless
Mm-hmm.
that motherfucker ready to stop doing it, they not gonna stop
Mm-hmm.
doing it.
Mm-hmm.
So it just was. I see both sides. I wish that the shouting match did not go on because
Yeah.
again, y'all need to still keep talking to each other. As long as you on the
Right.
mic
Bridge the
talking to
gaps.
another nigga and not women, I'm for it.
This is what I had for.
Admit that I've been standing in the same place for 18 years? Well, I've been standing with you. I've been right here with you, Troy. I got a life too. I gave 18 years of my life to stand in the same spot as you. Don't you think I ever wanted other things? Don't you think I had dreams and hopes? What about my life? What about me? Don't you think it ever crossed my mind to want to know other men that I wanted to lay up somewhere and forget about my responsibilities? That I wanted someone to make me laugh so I could feel good? You're not the only one who's got wants and needs, but I held on to you, Troy. I took all my feelings, my wants and needs and dreams, and I buried them inside you. I planted a seed and watched and prayed over. I planted myself inside you and waited to bloom. It didn't take me no 18 years to realize the soil was hard and rocky and it was never gonna bloom. But I held on to you, Troy. I held you tighter. You was my husband. I owed you everything I had, every part of me I could find to give you. And upstairs in that bedroom with the darkness falling in on me, I gave.
Girl, how she don't have an Oscar?
I mean, she snotted,
I mean, right,
and
snot.
every liquid that could come out her fucking face came out her face. Like,
Because that's the true deepness.
yeah,
That's the true deep love that we have for our men. That we like, bitch, do you think? What the fuck do you think I've been doing for the last 30 motherfucking years, bitch? You said I've been talking about some goddamn. You want somebody to make you laugh and smile and all the motherfucking shit.
I had dreams, I had
Ooh.
goals, nigga. I stopped it for you because romance has
Ooh.
been
Ooh.
used against women since the fucking jump. Romance has been used to keep women subdued, keep women tied down, keep women in servitude and indebted because this
Yes,
nigga
honey.
bought you some roses.
Loyal,
Like, hey yo, like the what
honey.
because romance is a lie. Let's just because it's all fake. It's built off performative, fake ass chivalry type shit. Like we just have to be real. What romance is to you individually as a couple, that's cool. But when we start trying to say this is romance, this is the barometer, nah, because that goes into performative shit real quick. And then that's how you end up in marriages like that. That's how you tell a nigga 20 years later, what the fuck, what about me? Well, I bought you this, well, I took you there, and that ain't what the fuck I needed. I gave you literally my fucking life. I gave my body, I gave my time, I gave my fucking wits in, I gave all this shit. Only for you to be selfish and be like, well, that one lady in my job, she look like she got some good pussy. Viola Davis.
Oh damn.
So she
Okay.
does have an
Well,
Oscar, but we talking about she should have won. Did she win for that one?
you know what? My mistake. My mistake.
We
You
got to
know.
double check it. Did she win? Because she did win
Let's
one, but I
see.
don't know which one. No, she won for the help.
Oh.
She won for the help, I think. I
It
don't think she won for Fences.
says
Like they don't win for the shit that they should win for. That'd be the
best
problem.
actress in what? Oh, okay. Sorry. Yeah,
Yeah,
best supporting actress.
it would.
I'm looking for it. Oh, wait a minute. No, it says best actress 2021 for what? Okay. They want
Oh,
to
so
try
it was
to.
for Fences. Okay.
Oh, for fences? Oh, it
Okay.
was?
So she did. All right,
Yep,
cool.
yep, yep.
All right, fine.
Okay,
Thank you
see,
very.
cause,
All right.
cause, cause, girl. Okay, so thank you for correcting that because, bitch, that was literally she literally embodied all the older black women in the shit and dealing with everything. I need to rewatch that movie. That movie was it
Last
was
two
very
points
sad,
I'm gonna make
but
about this because I'm
yeah,
gonna
go ahead.
forget.
Sorry,
First of all, for that scene, that proves everything that young nigga was saying. The
that
women
was his
are
mom.
living,
That was his mom.
huh?
Viola Davis, right there. That was his mom. Like I'm sure he
Like that's the
saw his
thing. Like
mama.
these niggas keep thinking that fatherless homes only affect the women and the girls. No, it affects the boys too. Like they see that shit. They're getting a front row seat on how to not treat a woman, and they gonna internalize that shit. Sometimes they internalize and be like, man, fuck that shit. I saw what you did to my mom. That's a fuck shit. Da da da. Some niggas be like, well, I guess that's how it is. I'm gonna just beat on my girlfriend and my wife too. So it can literally go either way. But that's why I was saying at no point during your 60 plus to 70 years you have been alive. You can't fucking sit up here and tell me not one black woman or any woman, let's be specific, any woman that you have talked to has not said, I don't like how you talk to me. I don't like how you treat me. I don't like the way that you try to gaslight. I don't like the way that you try to manipulate. I don't like that you don't call me enough. I don't like that da da da. You have been told at some point
Or
what the
maybe you
fuck is
haven't
the
because
problem.
you picked the. Maybe you have been told and you stopped picking that girl.
Say that. What you say?
Maybe he has been told and he stopped picking that girl. You know what I'm saying? Type of women that's
And
gonna
go with
be.
whoever will accept the shit. That's that too. So ladies, just keep yourself prayed up instead of don't let no nigga siphon you. Don't let no vampire energy your ass.
I
The
mean,
last
quite
one I'm
frankly. Sorry, no,
huh?
go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
No, the last one I'm gonna make on that is I seen there's another guy I be watching on here, another man that be talking to me, another married man that be talking to me and appreciate you. He showed a clip of T.I. was at Big Boy on a radio interview with Big Boy, and he said, "Man, women get the hell on nowadays, boy." He said, "Man, women they don't waste no time. You mess up, you gone." He said, "It ain't like back in our mama and their daddy day. Like a man could ruin a woman's life 3, 4, 5 times before she finally moved on, and everybody just in there just laughing." And I mean, like, yeah, that's
Where's
right.
the lie?
And I'm like, but it's not a lie. But where's the joke? Why is this
It
funny?
ain't funny at all.
I
It's
mean,
the
I mean,
truth.
they just in here, they in there fucking. Yeah, man, I know. I remember that I had 3 children on it. Like I remember used to. I remember somebody used to get beat. I remember that one lady got killed. I remember that lady used to get raped. It's like that. That's what you're laughing at. Like that. This shit is not funny.
It's not.
Men were able to just go
It's
into
not.
people's lives with complete impunity and just fuck it up. There were very few stand-up men. Very few. That's why people keep trying to romanticize the past. No, you romanticizing slavery. That's what you're
Just
romanticizing.
romanticizing wanted to have complete dominance over someone
Slavery.
else. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's slavery. You want women to shut up, go in that kitchen and make you something to eat and gap
And
them
make you
that
nut real
knocking legs
hard.
open whenever you say so,
Yes.
and don't dare have an opinion because now you're not being submissive.
And so that's why it's like that I bro, like to combat that, how can you combat that? Like as a man, like you and I have said it all the time. Bitch, if we would have came back as a white man, bitch, what the fuck? Yes. Shiver me timber. All you hoes start fucking stripping. What the fuck you talking about? Yes, give me your money.
Shiver me.
No,
Just even coming back as a rich nigga is bad enough. Just like any coming back as any man with means is just it's
yeah.
bad.
It's
Like
it's
you, like they say, you got to work your way outside of the jail. We got to lock you up first. You got to work your way out to the public. You got
Ooh,
Something ain't right with
it's a
you.
lot. It's a lot y'all gotta go through. What they say, it's a needle. It's a real slim eye. No, I appreciate Clifton for wanting to come out and be honest about that. Be honest about how the
Yes.
traumatic shit goes from generation to generation. But there does have to be a level of where the gap is closed, where even the older generation can take accountability. And I know that child, because y'all came from that generation that ultimately accountability is invisible. Like that is just there's no such thing. And so I understand why it's so hard. Cause like, girl, when I tell you something about my parents, getting them to say sorry sometimes, it is like pulling teeth. Like, just I am sorry. Like, genuinely, not, well, I'm sorry that you had a fucked up life. Like, bitch, I just want a
That's the shit
genuine.
that they do, like, or they say, I'm sorry, but what the fuck? Where's this but? There's no but, and I'm sorry, nigga. You sorry, you not. It's like how, because my mom would do that shit a lot, like, and that like really, I might need to go talk to the
It's
lady about that. That still pisses
frustrating.
me off. Like that
It's
makes me so angry
frustrating. Just
because like now you
apologize.
fucking playing in my face. Like why would you start off an apology that you don't fucking mean? And I ain't getting no change behavior in this bitch. Like you just gonna say sorry just so because you want me to come back over to the house? No, no.
No, and that be what men be doing. You want to come back over, so you just go say you sorry,
Nah,
just so that
cause
you No, but I appreciate. I just wanted to continue and allow these conversations to happen without it turning into the thing like you said, because it's like now and nobody can hear each other, and now it's just all over the place.
yeah,
But
because I mean, because the youngin was clearly triggered. Because it's like, I am. It's like, whoa,
well,
like,
because you're low key, you're trying to take accountability, but the younger generation needs it. It's almost like that tyrant shit. Well, yeah, I
mm,
fucked up, and yeah, I did some shit, and yeah, and when you get older, you gonna do some shit. It's like, bitch, no,
the fuck you
no, that's not
mean?
how you
I'm
fix
an adult
this,
now. I don't want to be you. This is what I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to stop you from being you because nigga, I don't want to be
bitch.
you.
Okay, like,
I'm telling you, yeah, I'm glad you get it now, nigga. But you're not gonna sit here and fucking lie in our face and act like there was a 50-year span in your life where a bitch didn't tell you what was up. Like you didn't, like that's what I said about that shit where Mike Epps talking about I just want to finally treat a woman well, treat a woman good.
sir,
That means you knew that you were treating women badly the entire time. Let's go to the dark skinned baby mama that you used and you call her ass James Brown and you sit and you be like, that child you made her ain't as special as your light skinned kids, nigga. You was out here fucking photoshopping a fucking toddler's hair to make it wavy, nigga. Like I have a lot of smoke for niggas like this. I truly have a lot of smoke for niggas like this because these are the black men that get upheld in our community, and then we just supposed to just like Cam Newton, like niggas just have a name and something in the community. Now we just supposed to sit up here and just listen to them bullshit,
girl.
fucking
Nick was
Georgia.
like, speaking of Cam Newton, because he had the Poor Minds podcast on there, and I was like, Cam Newton be talking all that shit, talking about he can't have no friends, bitch. You be having women on your show.
You be
So
trying to
okay,
be friends with these
but
women.
what's the name? Nick was like, he was like, he got 8 baby mamas. He don't need no fucking friends. I was like, that's a fact. He don't. But the point is, you have 8 baby mamas because you can't have female friends, because you're not able to, and whatever. Again, like I said, you got people on your show. So what? You just want to fuck everybody on your show,
Yeah,
nigga?
because women are not people to a lot. I've said
Ugh,
this. I said this last Sunday. Men are not born, bred, and raised and socialized to respect women. They are taught to respect their mother, like the women in their families,
right,
and like maybe the women at church or like
right,
their teacher. And even
right.
then, them last two is real
But if
dicey
you a
because we
bitch
see that that
popping that
respect the shit out of
pussy,
teachers.
or
So, but
possibly being a little,
hmm.
I said, but if you a bitch popping that pussy or possibly being a little promiscuous
Oh, now we
thing,
all on you. Oh, you need to do this. You need to do. You need to. It's like, all right, bro, but y'all don't say nothing to these young boys as they grow up into men, and you see that the way that they talk to these girls in the hallway, you see the kind of comments that they be
It's a
making,
shame.
you know what I'm saying? You as the adult, especially as a male figure, you have to step in and be like, hey, that shit's not cool. This, that, or give them some wisdom. You are supposed to do that. But when you share the same brain as that 14, 15-year-old boy,
Well,
then what are we really talking about?
well,
Then what are we truly really
well.
talking about? So we have all these adult
Hmm.
children, male children,
Speaking
who
now.
are wanting and screaming like toddlers for accountability and submissiveness and da 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 da, only to get with the toy, play with it for a few minutes, and then want a new toy. It like, and when women see that, because y'all been telling us that we've been choosing the wrong man and we need to pick better and this, that, and the other, and the women are doing it, but the result is y'all not getting no pussy because of it. And now the cat's out the bag that all of you motherfuckers have been playing Mr. Fake Nice Guy, and all of you motherfuckers got to start coming with some real shit. So that way you don't end up 60, 70 fucking years old on a panel with young niggas that clearly can see that you was on bullshit for 55 years. Okay?
Do you have another? I looked on here. I saw the Fantasia's dad thing. Did you want to
Yeah,
talk about
other than
that?
Fantasia's that, I don't know if I really have anything else either. Oh, well, hmm. They're still talking about that Rock Nation shit. I really I need you niggas to go sit on a cactus about this.
They just
Spread
when
your
they
cheeks and
hold
sit
on
on a
to
cactus about
something,
this.
they hold on to something. It's like certain things that you would hope niggas would hold on to and don't let go and don't forget. Y'all niggas just forget that shit. Shit that has been disproven completely. There's testimony, there's eyewitnesses and everything the fuck. Niggas just refuse. Just fucking refuse to look at the evidence and believe the truth. It's like, no, this goes with some bullshit that I want to believe. So I'm only going to believe that. I don't give a fuck about
Cause girl,
any
the
truth
fact
or
that
facts.
Vlad was able to troll you niggas with multiple tweets, and you motherfuckers was really in the comments like, well, what about this? Well, what about that? Y'all made that man so much money being stupid in
Right.
tweets.
And
I
then he
just
laughed at you. And then he
ha ha
laughed.
ha point ha ha ha. Belly laughed at you niggas about this shit. And then in my mind, I'm like, fuck it, poor Megan. Like this, it was her birthday a few days ago. She
Bitch!
enjoy her fucking life, and you keep
Minding
bringing
her
this shit
fat
back up.
pussy business.
Y'all keep calling on people to go harass her about this little motherfucker in prison. Like, bro, there are so many people that are chomping at the bit, salivating, wanting to believe that it is a lie, wanting to believe that the Tori still got out of jail, wanting to believe that she's a liar, wanting to still want her to be dead. Let's be clear about that. There's a lot of motherfuckers too. Cause fuck you, Joe Budden. Bitch ass nigga talk about you would have got fucking what game was she gonna be in? Not Fortnite. It was some other fucking game, Call of Duty, I think, or whatever. And she didn't want to be in there because she knew motherfuckers was going to be shooting her on purpose, especially her feet. Da, da, da. This nigga said, I would have bought that game. But you want to sit up here and act like you on Glass's side about Dochi. You want to sit up here and act like you on any woman's side about anything when these niggas come. You still hate that lady who wouldn't spit on you if you was on fucking fire. She don't know you. You don't know her. You don't like her based on what some motherfuckers told you about her. You really don't like her because you probably couldn't get no pussy from her, and you so far up Nikki's ass that you was gonna be like, well, I hate her too. You a weak bitch for that.
And that's really, ultimately Joe is really like, in my opinion, not necessarily paying the price, but you look stupid for siding with the other side, because now look at
And
now
then you
you
want to
gotta
come out here,
double, now you gotta go back and renege and do all this shit.
and then you want to come out here and try to talk about Corey Holcomb and fucking what's that other light skinned nigga name?
Yeah,
What's that light skinned
you
nigga name? Jason.
Jason Lee.
What's his name? The dude with the had the blog turned to a TV
Jason
show.
Lee, yeah.
Yeah, things trying to talk shit about Jason Lee and shit too. Let's talk shit about him. But y'all are all in the same triangle of fuckery. It's like y'all nobody has the room to talk about near of the soul. You all are some fuck niggas, high key. And then let's get to this court bitch Corey Holcomb one last time.
Yes.
I need him to go to jail today. Not even for the shit that he did that's on camera. I need this nigga to go to jail today because he's a fucking pedophile. I need this nigga to go to jail today because he's a disgusting bitch that's been able to make fake ass jokes about raping and harming women and fucking children. This nigga talking about kid pussy is the best pussy. He was talking about how he got aroused and couldn't believe how a toddler was able to put a fucking Welch's great bottle in a whole bottle in her mouth. It's like talking about you could go to Iceland or Sweden or one of these other places and the girls of the age of consent is like 13, 14 and shit. And oh well, yo, I ain't saying that, but I had a good time. Da-da. So you have been able to sit up here and talk about you fucking kids and fuck every nigga and that lady that be I'm calling her lady because that's Ice-T, that's his ex-wife or whatever. But you are disgusting. You are a disgusting woman. You are disgusting. You know better than Ghislaine Maxwell, in my personal fucking opinion. Any woman that sits around men and let them be sexually deviant and abusive to other women and they think that they safe because it's not fucking happening to them, lashes to you, bitch. Lashes to you too. So I don't fuck with her either. I don't fuck with nobody that sit on that show and sit up around a motherfucker that say kid pussy is best pussy, makes jokes about fucking kids, molesting his niece, makes jokes about molesting one of his stepdaughters or whatever the fuck. It's like, these are no longer jokes. This shit ain't never, like I said about laughing about women letting a nigga destroy her life 4 or 5 times and that being funny. Men are raised to think that women are not motherfucking people. Full stop. This is how the fuck we get here. So that's all I'm gonna say. I don't give a fuck. Fuck that bitch Corey Holcomb. I hope you better never go to cell block one, bitch.
Yeah, I saw that clip today about the Welch's juice and then calling the
Like I
little
couldn't even really
five-year-old a
listen to the
whore.
commentary because I was fast forwarding through so much of it. Those are just the pieces I got because it made me sick to my stomach to even like hear him talk about
Yes.
like shout out to the reactors that was able to sit through that shit and make videos. God bless you because I really wanted to throw up a little, especially when it got to the grape juice, to the bottle. And I'm like, so you just be outside. How many men do we be around and just be outside looking at our fucking kids?
In
Be
that
next to
way.
them. Those
Yeah.
are their kids. Those are their stepkids.
And there's a part of me that does appreciate that his honesty so that we can be aware. You know what I'm saying? Not to say that, again, I'm not glorifying this in any way, shape, or form, but it's similar to Cam, where it's just like, I want women to hear these things so that they can be aware of who they're sleeping with, who they're fucking with, who they're idolizing, who they think, oh, this nigga got a bag or whatever the fuck. It's just like, there's really no circumstance where what you're saying is okay. It's not funny. It's not like there's nothing about it that I'm just like, oh yeah, haha. Like it's actually really fucking weird and it's scary actually. So yeah, I it was funny because someone commented on our short on YouTube where we were talking about Corey Holcomb losing his gigs and stuff like that, and someone said, "May he continue, may his downfall continue." And I said, in his name we pray, okay?
Amen.
Because nobody, quite honestly, for me, while I do I do almost regrettably sometimes fall under the guise of everyone's human and we make mistakes and say and do dumb things. I am also still a person that's like, if you don't take full accountability for what you're saying and what you're doing, especially when it's wrong, I just can't. I just can't. I just can't. I just can't. You genuine accountability and being like, oh my God, I cannot believe I said that or did that. I would never do it again. This is why I know I would never do it again. Da 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 da. You know what I'm saying? And when you're just like really, the thing was when he just didn't give a fuck about hitting that lady. It's like, at the end of the day, yeah, there's, whatever, tons of situations where bitches get hit, whatever, but you don't want to take no accountability at all. You don't take no accountability at all. well, okay, this is the consequence for those things like that. So,
Mhm.
honey
Yeah, but
child,
as they said, may his downfall continue straight to the
yeah,
pits of hell. May you fall all the way down there
yeah,
to a crispier version of what you already are now. Just
yes.
spit fire raccoon. Just
Continue
put him
on.
on the spit chap. But yeah, fuck that nigga, bro. Like I tried to watch two different reactors to this shit, to this compilation, and I maybe made it 6 to 7 minutes on both of them because once he just that shit is disgusting. I'm not gonna sit around no nigga talking about fucking kids. And there's grown men in there too. Everybody in that studio is a fucking adult with kids. And you mean the same shit about R. Kelly? This is like this motherfucker been fucking doing children. Like, why would you bring anybody young around this motherfucker? Like, I would never. Well, first of all, I would never burn for a fucking choreographer, especially not without a piece. Huh. Cause he's the type of nigga that I gotta put a hole in or electrify.
Shout
You know
out
what I'm
though
saying?
to,
Cause you'll never get to hit me, bitch.
let me tell you now. Shout out. I'm gonna say halfway shout out because I really don't like this person, but
Okay.
halfway shout out to this man, finesse two time. Once he realized that he had them young girls in his studio, he said, "Oh no, 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 no! Y'all have ruined my mood. Please get the fuck up out of here." Good for you, sir. I didn't think you had it in you.
I didn't
I
either.
didn't think that
I didn't either.
there was a decency bone in your body. I did not think
You know
that
what?
the wheels turned in there. And so good for you. Good for
You know
you
what's
for
crazy?
having foresight.
That was the same revelation that I had about Webby. It's like when you see Webby and Boosie, it's just like, how the fuck were y'all? I think it was y'all men on fuck nigga shit. And then when he saw that she was on some extreme fuck, he's like, oh, I don't do that. I think once it got to the kids
It's
shit,
like,
because Webby, when I've seen the things I've seen with Webby and his kids, all been few and far between is leaps. I mean, leaps and bounds better than the shit I've seen with Boosie or what Boosie says about children and all this other type of shit. Like, because there was a clip where I think his sons had brought some girls over and he embarrassed the fuck. Everybody get the fuck out. Everybody leave. Y'all thought y'all was going to be up here fucking and this, that. Like, yeah, where are the parents? Where are the fathers? Since that's what we were talking about earlier. Where are the fathers that still put some fucking bass in their voice and look at you like you crazy and wish you do something, but on some real morality shit, not on some, you being a punk, stop crying, none of that stupid ass shit. Like, no, I'm trying to teach you, don't bring, because anything could happen. What if I was not here? And y'all get into my guns or my drugs or my liquor or whatever the fuck. Or y'all fuck around and one of these girls said that y'all did something to them. And can't nobody say nothing. You know what I mean? Those are the things you have to teach, in my opinion, because I'm not a man. In my opinion, as a man, for a father or a grown man to teach a young man something, that's one of the first things you need to teach. Because that also will lead them to sexual discipline. Sexual discipline is not taught. Sexual discipline is actually looked down on. You know what I'm saying? Like if you ain't out here trying to fuck on a bunch of girls and this is that, you must be gay, you must be a simp, you this that.
yep.
Especially living in this culture where everything on this internet is like you a simp, you a simp, you a simp, you a simp. If you're just halfway decent to a woman, you a simp, you a simp, you a simp. So they're receiving all this information. I seen a video of this of a black father with two sons. One was like adult and the other was like still like middle to high school, right? And the older brother seen that red pill shit. He just started hearing the way his brother was talking and talking about women and girls. He put his dad on. He's like, oh, so the dad and the brother got together and said, hey, snap out of that shit. We need more. We need more of that because all these people are doing are lying to these boys to come out here to fucking lie to the girls. And it's just going to be a continual fucking cycle. And then the women aren't going to be able to know better and do better because we're being fucking duped. And we don't know until we're in the fucking situation. By that time, we already got cheated on, beat it on, da 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 da. And then everybody's coming to us like, well, why you do this? You ain't seen
And
that.
that's what I
Why
was
did
just
you
getting ready
say?
to say because it ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun. Because
It
once
truly
once
ain't.
you know what I'm saying, break a woman's heart and now she's broken. Now she's going around breaking other niggas' hearts and then she doing it 10 times worse. Okay.
Okay. So yeah, I really appreciate that. I just think that's so crazy. Like you
Yeah.
said about finesse. Webby being a present father
Yeah.
was not on my bingo card because you're the company that you keep, but he
Yeah.
ain't been around Boosie in quite a long time. So that's also, because Boosie, he's another Corey Holcomb nigga that needs to be back
Yeah.
up in
He's
jail.
got
Bitch,
strange
I'll never forgive you
tendencies.
for saying that you hired a prostitute to fuck on your son because you don't
He's
want him to be
got
gay.
strange tendencies.
You will always be trashing me. I don't give a fuck what you do.
Yeah.
You'll be disgusted forever, ho. Anyway, so let's get into Fantasia.
Yep, yep. Last topic of the night. I I saw this. I just scrolled past it because for me, Fantasia's grown. If Fantasia was 17, 18, 19, 20, then I'd, say something and I'd care. That woman is happy. She fell on that ground. I don't give a fuck if he paid for that phone. I paid for a phone. Paid for that ring out of her bank account. Would I want that for her? No. I want her to feel, spoiled and provided for and all those things. But I also am not ignorant enough to believe that all happiness comes from a man making the most money or more money than you or whatever the hell. Um, do I hate this red flag or whatever that the dad doesn't like him? Yeah, I don't like that because I want black families to, be getting along and Mama Joyce is a wonderful example of, what happens when you just go against what your parents see for you or you know what I'm saying? I don't want to see that. But same as for Candy, I'm like, Candy, you're a grown ass woman. She was happy, up until recently. And so I don't know what I don't condone these things. I feel like this stuff should stay inside the house. Like going outside and telling people you don't approve of this guy or whatever the case may be. You could probably have very valid reasons, but ultimately you are pissing your daughter off. You're
And
pissing her
you're
off.
ruining her mom. Like, so just a kind of background over time those folks that don't know. So Fantasia this past Valentine's Day was doing a show and her husband came on stage and gave a beautiful speech. Beautiful, lovely speech,
Beautiful.
crying a whole bit. Okay. Beautiful speech. Lovely, lovely roses. And basically his speech was like, I love you for taking a chance on us. And we had only known each other for 3 weeks. And we said, fuck it, let's get married. And it just turned into being 11 beautiful years of my life. And but I realized that a good woman requires a proper proposal, but a godly woman deserves it. I was like,
I know.
well,
It's like,
because when you are loving in Christ, it is very good. Because there's a lot of people that do misuse it. I'm not stupid, but however, when it's done right, it's beautiful. It's endearing. It's heartwarming. Yada yada. And so he said, we've been married for 11 years, and I want to give you a carrot for every year we've been together. I was like, yeah, 11.
I'm hot.
So yeah, that was such a beautiful moment, and like you said, it does make me sad because like, why are you doing this? Like, you could have
Yes,
literally picked any
sir.
other time to say said shit, but why you got to pick? So then I get a little bit more information. Like before we started the show, I could scrolling. Kind of find out her fucking father sued her like for $10 million a little bit a little bit after she won American Idol. He sued her for libel because he claimed that she I don't want to say lied outright, but basically like she oversold how she grew up, like how rough it was, how bad it was, this, that. And so you trying to sue your daughter for her recantation of how the fuck she grew up. You don't like how it's making you look, and then you want to sue her for $10 million. And this was all during like right. It's kind of like pipeline shit because then that happened because I think she had been off of American Idol for like 3 years or whatever. That shit had happened, and then Young Dro had happened, and that being a terrible relationship, and then being with that married man. quote unquote, the
$10
dad being a
million
terrible thing,
dollars
and she
is
almost killed herself.
more than
That shit.
excessive.
You know, so she's been through, especially in love, she has been through so much. For you to again not even have that respect for your daughter, because the respect is not taught. We keep telling y'all that, and it don't always trickle down to the fucking kids. It rarely actually trickles down to the fucking kids. So you don't respect your daughter off rip. You know what I'm saying? Like doing shit like that and trying to sue her because she told the truth about you and how she grew up. And
And for $10 million, a
10
million, I still feel like it's ridiculous, but 10,
but you want to sit
sir?
up here and say you worried about that he's stealing from her? Sounds like you don't want to be cut off. And the thing is, parents, as long as you genuinely fuck with your children, you won't get cut off. I don't know. And again, that might be a black thing because we grow up without like a lot of other cultures that there's this clinging to money and capitalism that black Americans especially have, right? To where it makes everything short-sighted, to where it's about the money. It's not about you being my family. It's not about us being
Yeah.
friends. It's not about
Yeah.
working out. It's about money. And it's like as soon as money gets into the picture, like Glorilla's parents, like they like, oh, I don't want for nothing. She's and I'll be real. I don't feel like Glorilla's mama was asking for much in that email. She just wanted acknowledgement and just do right by us. Then you have Kobe's parents that want the fucking world. So there's levels
There's
of said
levels.
shit. But you saw your parent work hard and all this other type of shit like that, and they believed in you, encouraged you, in your dreams. They ain't gotta ask for shit. I noticed that parents that be asking for shit were usually the bad fucking parents,
Yeah.
because now you feel like you owed something.
Yep.
Oh, I did this for you. You should be doing this for me, and this, that, and the other.
Yep.
Whereas you can't rest in knowing that I did my job and my baby's gonna take care of me. You trying to make sure they take care of you, and they ain't had that work. They ain't had that fucking work. That's a grown ass woman with a husband and a family. Her money got to go there first. Same thing with Glorilla's sister. My money got to go to parents first. You don't even fuck with me like that. I got brothers and sisters I'm taking care of because we fuck with each other like that.
And didn't try to shoot me, but that's fine.
So that's what makes me sad about that shit. It's like when we talk about black parents not being able to take accountability and apologize, like all that shit is in the ball. It's all in there. A lot of shit they got to get together. It's like we can have a great relationship as soon as you learn how to respect me. As soon as you learn to stop talking fucking crazy to me. As soon as you let me express myself the way I normally express myself. Of course, I'm not gonna just filter on cuss da. But you can't censor me either.
Yeah.
If I can't be around you, then I want to be around you. Whether you my mama, cousin, I don't give a fuck. I can't be myself. I can't be around you.
Well, is that it for today?
That is it for today. And I don't know. I guess you guys seen them.
They're so cute.
I am now 40 years old, and my eyes are fuzzy, and I have
Must
to
need the
sleep.
glasses. Wow.
So
Well, you looking
yeah,
very
now whose glasses?
well, see?
When I put them on, I said,
Uh-oh.
and I got the natural hair too, and I was
Oh, well.
like,
But
what the fuck?
2.0,
Are you
2.0.
supposed to be wine boss?
So good. See. All right. Getting off now. Getting off. All right. We love y'all. Thank you so much for watching. Oh my God, this was so good. Thank you for all the comments and everything. Please subscribe, like, all the things at the Wines and Chocolate Show.
Yes,
And we'll see y'all next Thursday or this Thursday.
this Thursday.
All
Yes,
right.
there'll be
See you
more
guys
shit going
then.
on.
Bye.